everyone, welcome back to part 2 of reading books my boyfriend suggests or that he likes. We're still working through the Way of Kings series. This episode, Words of Radiance. This time doing it a little different. I will be sharing theories, thoughts that I have as I read the book, so you can kind of see if I guess stuff right. If I didn't guess, I was completely off and just saying crazy things. And yeah, let's just get to reading. So I'm working on editing the video, and I just want to say, if you want the general summary of the book and kind of like what happens and what goes on in the book, go to this timestamp because the rest of it is going to be spoilers. I will be describing and saying spoilers this time, so please guys, if you do not want to be spoiled, do not watch this. I'm about a quarter way in and already it's gotten so crazy. First of all, the fact that Shalon and Yasna are on their way to go to the Shattered Plains and those people start taking over the boat and Yasna's supposed to be dead. Like, I don't know if I can believe that or not, because there is just no way. Like, she was getting built up. I don't know. I really liked her, so I just refuse to believe she's dead right now. Like, I just feel like she had to have soul cast or something, and she's still alive. Like, I know I'm reading those little top things that are saying the quotes from Navani, and she's saying, like, if we weren't so greedy, maybe we would have seen this coming. Like, no, please tell me she's not really dead. Like, I want her to make a comeback. I'm only 1/4 of the way in, so there's still a chance. I mean, who knows? She may have went away somewhere. I know that Shalon did not see her again. Not to say she's not alive. Maybe she's not. I don't know. That's just... that would be a crazy death for her, I feel like. We'll say, you know, last video I did say that I wanted Shalon and Dalinar to get together. Started reading this book and immediately, like within the first couple chapters, and they're talking about like an arranged marriage between the two of them, and I was like, oh, I've been wanting this. I'm so ready for her to get there. Right now in the book, she's on her way. She's with the slave traders. I don't really know how to say that guy's name. That did also have Kaladin in the first book and brought him to the Shattered Plains. She's with them, so reading about that right now. Also, I'm really loving seeing Dalinar and Kaladin's relationship start to grow and him to be a part of his army, and him seeing Amaram. I want him to absolutely destroy that dude. Like, I want him to get rid of him. I cannot stand that guy. Obviously, no one would if you read the backstory. Ready for things to go down with that. So, Kaladin getting trained up. I see potentially, you know, a shard plate and shard blade in his future. I think he's going to start training with that new guy he just met, and then he's going to keep rising up into the ranks. I think him and Adeline are going to be besties by the end of this book, hopefully. Or something crazy might happen. I don't really know. But super excited. I'm going to keep reading, and we'll give y'all more like weird theories, reactions, updates as I go. Just finishing Shalon's point of view where it's a flashback, and oh my goodness, her brother was a shard bearer? Like, what? Okay, I am so curious to keep learning about her past and what all she's been hiding, which, I mean, obviously we're going to get through that since hers keep being the flashbacks. But also, speaking of learning things, as you went on in this book, and I think last time I said something about the singing meaning something, and I'm starting to realize that, yeah, there's those songs for the different types of form, because you start to get to see that girl Shardbearer's point of view that fought with Dalinar in the last book, and how they have all these different songs to sing to take these forms, and how they can all kind of communicate with each other. And it also makes me concerned because Kaladin's team is training to defend Dalinar and his family, and that's very concerning because, like, Shin is a Parshendi, and I'm really hoping that he grows a bond and advocates for them or is on their side and does not end up like betraying them whenever they finally get to a point where they're supposed to be protecting him with his life whenever Seth comes or something. And I don't know, I just do not want him to betray them, and that's one fear I'm having as I'm going through this book. But time will tell. We will see as I continue reading what will happen. Y'all, I have finally finished Words of Radiance. Yes, it took a little bit, but these books, I'm telling y'all, are a little bit of a commitment because they're all about 1,000 pages each. So I got my pajamas on because I'm about to go to a sleepover themed bachelorette party. But anyway, on to the review. Second book. So good. It's so good to me. I'm going to give this review as if you've read the first book. Okay, so basically in this one, all the characters start coming together onto the Shattered Plains, and it is so awesome just finally getting to see all your favorite characters in one place, all getting to interact with each other, because the interactions with each of them are so amazing. I love getting to see Kaladin and Dalinor's relationship grow. You know, it's kind of walking through him and his Bridge 4 crew, becoming a part of the army and learning and just, you know, becoming something better than what they were. So that's awesome. It's also like some of Cal's inner struggles as he deals with his mistreatment in the past and how people, the Light Eyes specifically, have treated him. It's him going through those feelings. And a trend I've noticed is that there seems to be, each book you kind of get backstories of each character. So like last book we got Kaladin's backstory. This time it's Shallan, which is my favorite. So enjoyed that. And overall, the ending, crazy. Last like 100 pages or so, oh my gosh, the things that are happening. Cliffhangers, surprises, everything. It's so good. This one was so good. Definitely 10 out of 10. Again, recommend reading if you're a reader and will be committed to it. Now for this part, after finally reading the whole book, these are some things, thoughts, and theories that'll be more of a spoiler. I know I gave some as I was reading the book, but these are the final ones. First of all, starting off with my ship that I keep bringing up over and over and over again. Now, as I'm reading, I was still for a little bit kind of rooting for her and Adeline, but as they've come together on the Shattered Plains, starting to think maybe he's just a pretty boy. Because at the beginning, I kind of like, whenever you're reading his point of view, you're kind of like, oh, there's like some depth to him and like he is understanding concepts. And like, I feel like also as you're reading, like, I don't even know how to say the guy's name, Tarvan or whatever. Yeah, he has like all those days where he's either dumb, average, or smart. I would say, you know, Adeline's a little bit on the average side, which is not bad. That's fine. But I just don't know if I feel like him and Shallan fit anymore. And the way reading her talking about him, it's like the only thing she has to say, like, yeah, she knows he's sweet, but all she says is how he's so good looking. And I'm like, okay, well, come on now. I don't know. It's just kind of giving some weird vibes. And he was like trying to be like, oh, I'll protect you. And she's like scared because she's like, oh my gosh, the last time people said this, they locked me up in the house and didn't let me do anything. So on that note, as I said, Shallan's my favorite character. But after her and Kaladin get knocked down into the caverns and their whole situation and reading about it, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I might ship them more together instead. Like, obviously, the way Kaladin's written, favorite boy in the book, obviously. I mean, who's not gonna like him? I'm like, oh my gosh, the way that it was written while they were like in that little dugout part up at the top of the cavern, so freaking cute. And he was aware of her. He was aware, and he was like noticing her and noticing a woman for the first time in a long time. And then you come out of it and like Shallan's like kind of, they're having this really awesome moment, and then Shallan is just like, oh yeah, it's okay if Adeline's not that smart. Not everyone's can be like Cal, or I don't know, she didn't say it specifically like that, but she was basically just like saying, oh, like giving this whole long paragraph about what she thought about Cal. So I'm like, I don't know who I ship her with, but either one, because I like them both. Now, oh my freaking goodness, I'm so glad that Shin came back and did not betray them. Like, he surrendered to them, because I was going to be heartbroken, because I think him seeing how Kaladin feels about everyone and just wanting everyone to be equal is what changed his mind. And I think I said earlier about him, like, I'm mad that Kaladin didn't give him a spear, because that's probably going to be the thing that, like, you know, made him realize, oh, there's no good people over here. But the fact that Kaladin changed his mind and apologized and was kind of like, you know, I'm not going to discriminate, blah, 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 I think that changed his mind. And I'm so glad Kaladin did that. So, yeah, kind of, you know, getting into the whole war thing, that is wild. I'm so reading how Cal finally overcame, said the words, reset his oath, got Syl back, because I was kind of really upset that him and Syl got broken up, but so glad they came back together in the end. And it's just so awesome reading how she can change forms of a weapon based off of what he wants. Like, okay, that is so awesome. Overpowered. My phone ran out of storage while I was recording that last part, but I did just want to say one more thing. A scene that I really enjoyed was watching Adeline duel all 4 shard bearers. Like, whenever he tried to be witty and, like, be like, yeah, bring whoever you want, and they brought out 4 other people, and he had to fight them. That was such a good scene. I actually loved it. But honestly, it just made me think of that meme where it's like, Raph, do something, because, like, literally they just got paid off or whatever. So yeah, I just really love that scene. It was such a good one, honestly. Just seeing Cal jump in and get involved, and even little Renarin tried to fight. And I'm curious to see about his little development as we go, as all the Spren are starting to manifest in some of these other characters. So that's exciting. So like I said, really enjoyed this book. It was a really, really good one. And I'm super excited to continue reading in the 3rd book. And I don't know how long it'll take me to finish this one, especially with the holidays coming up. I mean, I'm going to try to finish it within like the next month, but no guarantees. I hope you all enjoyed my review, and I hope that y'all will check back for the next one. Bye.